Thank you so much, Maddie. My name is ASanders, and I'll be showing off my cavern level that I built for the dash mechanic that I implemented into our game. So I'll be launching from our build, XEX32. Start the game, and mine is ASanders Cavern. You can see it starts pretty dark, and then the lighting starts to adjust. You have a little bit of backlight coming in, and the enemies spawn as soon as the level starts. So we have a couple of floating enemies, wisp enemy types. They fly in the sky, they slowly move toward the player. Very slow speed, it's not meant to be something that the player can't handle. And they're not meant to do a lot of damage because they spawn continuously into the level from that little circle there, which are the nests. And so by defeating wisps, you collect currency, and occasionally they'll drop a health item. I can get this guy to go away, thank you. So just a couple of coins here are our little currency items. I made them cubes because they handled the physics application a little bit better, the circles. When I initially tried spheres, they went all over the place, so I did cube material to keep them a little more stable when they hit the ground. There we go. So there is a health regen item you can see here if I take damage, which I have a little bit of damage, but just in case. Alright. Another health regen, you collect the health item, your health goes up. Boom. And if you destroy the nest, you get a bunch of coins, and the wisps disappear. Or they no longer spawn from that location. They don't disappear because they have 3 locations, one up there near the end of the level, and one over around the corner. So I have the spawners set up specifically to have enemies spawning from the location where you're trying to reach. So you can see the teleporter is here. It's clearly missing a piece, and if you try and interact, it won't work. It won't do anything. And I do have a developer message. The teleporter is missing a piece. It won't work. So the wisps are spawning from areas that are meant to help guide you to the next location. So we have the piece up there, the obvious missing teleporter piece floating on a platform. We need to figure out how to get up there. And so when you first enter the level, you see a glowing little box over there. I'm not really sure what it is. And so let's say we take a different approach. We go over here, and we find this ramp. Oh, great. This ramp is going to lead me up to however, or to wherever I need to get to access that missing teleporter piece. There's this huge jump that you need to make. If you try and do it, you can't reach it. Even if you sprint and approach the jump, you're just not able to jump far enough as a character. So you need a little boost. And I'm going to have to kill some of these guys, or they kill me. Thank you. And so we collect some coins here. Well, we can't reach the next platform, so the next obvious thing, let's go ahead and try this chest. We see a chest on screen that requires $5 or 5 currency items. I have 16, so shouldn't have an issue. Open the chest, and boom, it drops a pickup item. Go away. So this pickup item, you interact with it, and now you can use the dash ability. So the dash ability is kind of like, it's meant to shoot you forward. So you can't use it to go up. You can't use it to go down. You can't use it to go any vertical direction. You can only use it in a linear horizontal direction. So we can use it to go forward. And this ability is what's going to let us continue the map and get to the missing teleporter piece. So from here, use the dash. Perfect. We get to the next platform. Use the dash. We get to the next platform. Dash works. Awesome. And before I get too far over, I think I'm going to let myself die to show off the you died or the fail or the loss ending here. Get me, kill me, end my suffering. So once you lose all your health, health goes down, health goes down. These wisps are spawning fireballs. You died! Oh no! You can retry, and it starts you right back at the beginning of the level. So that works perfectly. And if I press the dash button, nothing happens. I can sprint, I can jump, but I can't dash. And for this level, left alt is the dash button. And I'm clicking it, and it's not doing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and clear these guys out here, collect my currency so I can open the box. And hopefully not let them stack up. Get in. Here. There we go. Get some health. Destroy that little spawn over there. And now we can dash. Press the dash key. We get shot forward. And so the dash is also meant to be an avoidance technique, so you can use it to avoid the fireballs. You see them coming at you. You can dash forward, and it'll prevent them from seeing your path correctly, so they miss. And it's also good for hiding or jumping and hiding into areas that maybe will help protect you from the boss, or any other enemy types in the map. Apologize for my inability to aim when running. You can see my health bar there. It just took a fireball hit, didn't do a whole lot of damage. Wisps are not meant to be high damage enemies, but they are meant to spawn regularly. So if you're not careful and you let them stack up, they will cause enough damage that they can be a problem. And so a couple of bigger jumps here. But if you use the combination of a sprint, a jump, and a dash, you should be able to reach all of the platforms. Perfect. And we have a wisp. There we go. Let me get the spawn. Perfect. So I can jump over here, collect this currency. Yay. And now I can acquire the missing teleporter piece. You've collected missing teleporter piece. Perfect. There's also a little hidden area up here that has a storage capsule. Yay! And so if we jump down here, collect this health regen, now we should be able to activate the teleporter and get the teleporter up and running. So perfect. Now the teleporter is lit. It's got the particle effect. It's clearly activated. It's clearly working. So now when I interact with it, it's going to charge up, and we're going to have a giant boss spawn into the map. So this boss has a couple of options. If it sees you as a player, you have to run away from the teleporter, which prevents you from charging it until you run out of the nav mesh boundary and the boss goes back to its patrol route. I'm going to go ahead and collect from this little storage capsule here, because why not? And so I'm also going to go ahead and start attacking the boss, and now it's doing its attack, so an AoE attack. And you can see it chases the player, and the boss actually has the same movement speed that the player has as their base movement. So if I just run, the boss can run just as fast as I can. And so that AoE damage and that AoE attack can be pretty dangerous, because if it stays on top of you, then it's just going to keep attacking you. So I'm going to keep attacking that boss. You can see the health bar going down. And I'm going to go ahead and show off. When you are in the orb or in range, it does a lot of damage to your health. And so the goal is obviously not to be in that AoE range, and so that's where the dash can help. You can get out of the way quickly. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this boss here. Boss is dead, and it dropped a special item. Pick up the item. You've collected a jellyfish tentacle, and now you can see it on the player. So we've collected the special boss item. All of the wisps have been destroyed. The boss has been defeated. So now we can go back and charge our teleporter in peace. Boom. Interact. And the level's complete. Everything works as expected. Very clean overall. I'm pretty pleased with how well all of the blueprints were communicating with one another. Obviously, it's not picture perfect, but in terms of a prototype, I'm pretty proud of it. I think it hits all of the areas that I wanted it to. It's pretty clear, the objective. Obviously, you can always go in and add more cosmetic effects. adjust the lighting a little more, fix up and clean up a few things. And I would love to do that and love to go back in and spend more time with it to really showcase what this level can be. But at its core, at its base, as a prototype, I'm really proud with how it came out, and I'm pleased that everything worked as well as it did. So that is my level. Again, that's the Caverns level that I created, ASanders, and I will go ahead and turn it over to my next teammate, Kelly Smith.